Feeling weird today.
Welcome to the Coliseum. Coliseum is our 500-point match play style series where we go toe-to-toe with our favorite faction. Coliseum rules are simple. Players must play a 500-point incursion level army. You must have one character unit to be your warlord. You must also have a minimum of 2 non-character infantry units. No named character units or epic heroes are allowed. No unit can be over toughness 9 on its data sheet. All players must play tactical objectives. And because this is incursion level chapter approved, battle line units can advance, shoot, and still do actions. This season, the attacker-defender roll-off is going to be super important in Coliseum. The defender will choose the mission twist, and the attacker will choose the primary mission. Twists our players will choose from are Lords of War, Ruinscape, Adapt or Die, or Point Blank. Our mission choices are Linchpin, Terraform, and Take and Hold. This series, we will explore the concept of a best of 3 between each of the players, with the defeated player from round 1 automatically choosing to be the attacker or defender in the second game. Every game will be played inside our new Colosseum map terrain designed for us and available at Frontline Gaming. Make sure to check out that link in the description below. There are 5 objectives on the table in both missions. Deployment zones are 9 inches up from each board edge. Coliseum walls are line of sight blocking and impassable. Units can enter the Coliseum either through one of the 4 entryways or scale the walls. There are 4 ruins inside the Coliseum and 4 ruins outside the Coliseum, and all block line of sight and provide cover. There is one overarching rule in the Coliseum, however. You lose, you're out. This is the Play On Coliseum.
Welcome to the Coliseum.
This is our custom 500-point matchup where we have our own rules for limiting what units you can take in the army to try to make it a fun, fast, action-filled game of 40k.
Another day, another Tyranid invasion. And this time, we're invading the Colosseum. The roles have a bit of weight to them. Being attacker-defender lets you decide on certain key aspects of the game.
Today, Mubin and I are going to be playing a best of 3 competition. We've had 2 successful seasons for our exclusive content. You can go watch them right now. They were a ton of fun. We went through almost every single faction fighting against each other until we came on top with 1. I won't spoil who took season 1 and 2, but it was very interesting to see what armies came up on top. We're deciding to release these public-facing Coliseum games in which you can see how this format works and see if you want to play it at home. In fact, we've got some upcoming events that you might want to join. In Edmonton, Canada, on Father's Day weekend, we are hosting a Coliseum tournament at GameCon Canada that there are still a few tickets available that you can come join us and play on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We're also hosting multiple events at other locations, such as LVO in October and Meeplathon in Kansas City in November. You can get tickets for all these right now. We can't wait to see you there.
I'm looking forward to this series of the Coliseum. I am starting this off with a Tyranid force. Can't bring the really big bugs, so we've decided to embrace the Tyranid warrior detachment.
Mubin's warrior bioform Onslaught has got a Neurotyrant and a Winged Tyranid Prime with the sensory assimilation enhancement, 3 Tyranid warriors with ranged bioweapons, 3 more Tyranid warriors with ranged bioweapons, a Biovore, some Ripper Swarms, and 3 Zoanthropes.
I have brought the Astra Militarum today to play in the Coliseum against Mubin. A classic guard versus Tyranid matchup, if I ever saw one.
Nick's mechanized assault force consists of a Tempestus command squad with the enhancement smoke grenades and a commissar. He's got 2 Taroks, 5 Attilan Rough Riders, 10 Kazrakin, and 5 Tempestus Scions. Nick's Scions and command squad with commissar are in one of the Torokses, and the Kazrakin are in the other. Who is gonna be the king of the Coliseum?
For the Emperor! Are you ready for some Coliseum?
Oh yeah.
I'm actually really excited. We've been doing this as an exclusive series for our membership, and we've done a couple seasons of it. It's been tons of fun. We've done a tournament with almost all the factions of 40k, and we've been playing them all and seeing which one comes on the top. We decided to do some for public, and I'm actually really excited. I love this format. It's a 500-point format where we have some rules on what units you can take in it. You know, nothing over toughness 9. You have to make minimum of 2 infantry units to keep it as balanced as we can. But other than that, it's normal 40k. A list building is a ton of fun, and trying to find the list that's gonna beat your opponent is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, or just bringing something that you know you're gonna have fun with. And it's so fast-paced, it's so quick, and because of the size, you could sit down, set up, play a game, and within an hour, you'd be like, all right, cool, let's re-rack and try something different.
And we're gonna do that today, because we're gonna play possibly 3 games in this one video. You are getting 3 for 1, or 2 for 1, depending on how it goes.
It'll be a 2 for 1, Nick.
Yeah, on my side. Great value for you. Now, part of the twists of King of the Coliseum is that we don't just roll for attack and defender and decide which side of the table you go on.
The winner gets to decide who the attacker-defender is, and then depending on which one you are, you get to pick.
Because one of us is gonna get to choose the twist, and one of us is gonna get to choose the primary mission. which there's some cool twists and some very different primary missions here, and that can affect the game dramatically.
Oh yeah.
You ready for this?
I am.
Here we go. I got the orange dice. Wait, why do I have the orange dice? I don't want the orange dice.
Too late, you rolled it.
Oh, I have the orange dice. How did I get stuck with the orange dice again?
It matches your background.
So would you like to be the attacker or the defender?
I'm gonna go with attacker and let you be the defender.
You know what I really want? I want all my weapons, because I'm a shooty army, to have pistol.
I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna choose the twist point blank. All weapons, except for blast weapons, get the pistol keyword, which means you can shoot them in combat, which is very good for my stuff. I love it. What mission are we doing?
Most of your stuff wants to come at me.
It does, it's very fast.
I'm going for linchpin. You gotta hold the home to make the other ones worth more.
That's okay. Well, I gotta deploy first. With that in mind, I'm gonna start with the Adelan Rough Riders. They're gonna deploy on the line and say, "Mah, ha, ha, ha."
My first unit will be some brain bugs behind this wall.
My Tempesta Scions are gonna go up here. My one Taurox hiding there.
Biovore just touching the home objective.
I only have one drop left, and that's gonna go right here.
And is that your scout
That
one?
is the scouting one. I'll put a Castergan right up there so we know.
Unit of warriors with the prime himself are gonna go on the far side behind this wall here. And then last, definitely not least, the other unit of warriors just touching the objective.
Mubin will start his Ripper Swarms in reserves. This is a classic matchup. Bugs versus guard. Going first is going to be important, but it's also a question of choosing when to be aggressive. As we've seen in past Colosseums, scout moves and first turn yeeting can be a huge advantage or an absolute detriment.
I am tremendously excited, but I'm also nervous. It's gonna be a bloody game, I think, and I can't wait. Let's do it.
And you're gonna go first?
I am okay with that, but to be honest, I'd rather you go first. So let's do it. Orange dice, don't fail me now.
Oh,
Orange dice, don't fail me now. This is off to a bad start.
I mean, it's kind of a good start.
Good luck,
Nick.
Mubin. So I've got a scout move. I'm going to scout forward and just be aggressive.
Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot.
We're gonna say that's off the objective.
Campaigns.
Mubin draws Mark for Death and Sabotage, and Mark for Death is easy because Nick's only got 3 units.
What do you want to kill?
Probably the ponies.
No, I love them.
That's why they need to die
You
first.
cannot kill my horses.
Neuraloid goes to the Biovore to make sure the Biovore stays in Synapse.
Movement.
I'm really surprised you didn't just call it the Mubin phase.
It might be the Mubin phase. We'll see.
Not my ponies.
I'm going to spend a command point, Synaptic Micronodes, and we are going to sticky my home objective.
Very useful, especially for linchpin.
We are going to shuffle the Biovore over a little bit for now. We're going to take this a little cagey. We're going to play it safe.
Safe, he says.
Movement's done. We're going to go straight into shooting.
You're gonna kill my horsies.
Yep.
Zoanthrope's firing at the Attilan Rough Riders.
My horses are gonna say nay, nay, nay.
We'll see about that. Let's make brain melts.
On 5s.
Ooh.
Oh, he gets him.
Ah, sucks.
Easy mark for death. I like it. I'm here to ruin Nick's day. Nice and quick was exactly what I was looking for.
Wait, that was just the one character?
That was just the one character. That's why I love him so much. And then, of course, Spore Mine. You cannot start or end an advance within 6.
That's fine.
That was an effective turn 1. Mubin discards Sabotage for a command point. He does score Mark for Death for 5, takes him up to 5 to Nick 0.
So that was a big blow. I'm glad this is a best of 3 because that at least lets me decide next turn to not put them there. Oh my goodness.
Or you can do it again.
Nick pulls Cleanse and Sabotage.
This sucks.
Vox relay here for a command point. That allows him to actually use a command from inside the Taurox.
Oh.
Gives his second transport move, move, move.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna move 15 with it.
Woo.
And watch this. 7 inches up. And then another 8, which will put me onto the objective.
Nick disembarks the Casterkin. Mubin chooses to Overwatch.
Please don't kill him. 5s.
2 die so far. Okay, okay.
With that in mind,
Nick's Taurox wiggles to stay on his home objective, as well as just inside the terrain on the left.
as I get out of a vehicle, I can give an order. But he's already given an order this turn, so he can't. However, the Commissar can give out an order, and why not? He'll give duty and honor.
And Nick spends his last command point on rapid dispersal to let that unit move D6 inches.
And that's gonna allow a lot of their guns to get within range.
Voxcaster gets him his command point back on a 4-up, succeeds.
I've moved up. we're gonna go into the shooting phase.
Kasrkin giving themselves take aim here, as they can also give themselves an order in the start of any phase.
I'm gonna do some actions in my movement phase as well.
One Torox is sabotaging, and the other one is cleansing.
So we're gonna start with the Kasrkin because I have a guy within Melta range to take advantage of the beautiful Melta and shoot everything into these brain bugs. I feel like we're actually shooting at Mubin because I'm gonna start the rumor. Mubin's a brain bug. Look at that head. Look at it. It's slightly bigger than it should be.
It's a little shiny too.
One shot, hitting on 2s now. Because I got him a vehicle, I'm gonna add 1 to the wound roll.
Nice.
2. Take that, a -2.
No. Hey, look, it's 4. I said no.
Yay. Nick's dumped everything into the Zoanthropes, and Mubin has only lost 1, and he's got 1 left on a single wound. Nick cleanses for 2, sabotage is ongoing. It's 5-2 at the start of turn 2.
I'm going to continue to hand Lloyd over to the Biovore, because as long as I'm within 18 inches and the Neurotyrant's alive, he's the only unit that'll need Synapse.
Don't love it, but okay, let's do it.
That's okay.
Mubin pulls secure no man's land and cleanse.
Doable. This will be interesting, though.
3 points for holding his home objective.
Onto the Mubin phase. Yay!
Right side warriors advancing.
Next up, El Neurotyrante. He's going to move up to there. His 2 little buddies are going to follow behind him.
Nick overwatches, gets the command point back from his Voxcaster as it's a new turn, but nothing in it.
That was quite bad.
That's about as effective as mine.
That sucked.
Mubin using Synaptic Micronodes for command point again. Winged Prime in the Warriors unit is going to secure that right side objective.
Well done, Mubin.
So we are going to just move up 6 inches. They are going to move to get some shots here.
Spore Mine moves. Nick reacts with Swift Interception for a command point, and he's moved the Torox to the midboard.
With that said and done, let's go into shooting phase.
At the beginning of the phase,
Kasrkin throw their Meltamite at the Zoanthropes. 3 mortal wounds. Kills 1 and takes another down to a single wound. Gotta love doing damage in your opponent's turn.
I'm going to take the Spore Mine. I'm going to go in that nice little corner over there.
right there.
Yep.
Warriors cleanse on the right side. Warriors on his home objective open up into the Kasrkin on the left side objective.
So I'm gonna spend my last command point on go to ground. Might help.
Coming in clutch with the 5-up saves.
And the Neurotyrant and the 1 lone Zoanthrope are just going to pour everything into the Kasrkin in front of them. D3 plus 1 because of Blast. Hit with all of them. I wish I had Sustained so badly right now.
Save them both on double
Oh my god, Nick!
Kasrkin! I love Kasrkin.
This is why the Neurotyrant's here. He's going to scream and he's going to make all their brains melt now.
He can try.
No, he's going to.
Yep, that might do it. 5-up save. Ooh. Here we go. Only 3.
Let's charge something. And the Neurotyrant is going to charge those Kasrkin.
I love it.
Get him, boys! Barely does it, but he's in. We are going into the fight phase.
Kasrkin are going to give themselves fixed bayonets.
We're going to fight with them. 3s.
4-up saves. Here we go. 6 out of 4 again.
Oh my god, Nick, stop it!
It's not gonna hit you back. Hoo-yah! Winning you on 5s.
Oh no.
Down goes a Zoanthrope. Mubin scores 4 points on his secondaries, 2 for secure and 2 for cleanse. Takes him to 9 secondary, 3 primary for 12. Nick's sabotage completes. He sits at 5.
First thing I'm gonna do, draw 2 secondaries.
Nick's pulled Defense Stronghold and Secure No Man's Land,
Both are doable.
Very.
So I'm gonna go to the order step.
giving the Commissar duty and honor to the Kasrkin. The Tempestor gives the Scions move. And Mubin calls
Shadows in the warp.
I feel like I got chills.
the Kasrkin fail. That's big.
We are shooketh.
Scions fail. Commissar gives a reroll. He passes. Torox in the middle passes. Torox on the home fails.
That is really big.
This is rough, Mubin.
I said I was going to be here to cause you problems.
Yeah, you're causing me lots of problems.
That Shadows in the Warp costs Nick 10 points. Only 3 primary for Nick.
I like it.
I don't like it at all. In the moon phase, the Commissar is gonna say, if you will not serve, then you will serve on the firing line. He's gonna kill one of my guys, then they are not battle shocked anymore.
Well, fair enough.
I lose that battle shock token, which does allow me to hopefully secure no man's land. I'm gonna give up on defense stronghold. Maybe. Yes. No.
Scions move to close on Mubin's home.
And just out of range of that spore mine.
That's okay.
Torox repositions. Second Torox also does the same.
In the shooting phase, the Kasrkin are gonna start it off by firing everything into combat. I'll fire my pistol Meltagun.
Fort Binville.
Overcharging plasma pistol. Hazardous test. He kills himself. Oh, that's not good at all.
Neurotyrant down to 5 wounds.
Torox for here. He's gonna fire into combat. 2 shots.
He says no. Down to 2 left.
So this Tyranids firing everything into that
Neuro
Neurotyrant.
Tyrant.
Stormbolter.
6s. 1 wound left.
Splitting fire with his Scions, 3 pistols into the Neurotyrant, rest into the Warriors, Hotshot Labs into the Spore Mine. Mubin uses Synaptic Shield here to make harder to hurt with the Melta Guns.
Ha! Spore Mine goes boom into the Neurotyrant. Rerolling,
He says no. He says no.
and then 2 hazardous tests. Everything else into the Warriors. Oh, you do take.
Only 1 Warrior down.
All right, a bunch of Hotshot Labs guns with Hotshot Volley Gun. 5 to wound, but rerolling all fails.
There'll be 2 wounds left.
I didn't manage to kill all the Warriors. I was hoping to do a bit better than that. Let's go to the charge phase. Scion's gonna declare a charge. I need a minimum of 4 to actually get into combat because my guys are in the way. Let's do that.
Scion's yeeting backwards into the Neurotyrant with a 6 on their charge.
That's all the charges. We're then gonna pile in. I've got 1 guy that can get on the other side here, get into combat. Fortunately, he has a Power Fist. So let's fight. Hitting on 4s with the Power Fist.
Block it.
No! Hitting on 3s. 6s to wound. He got it! He did it! The Defessor Prime goes flying.
I'm gonna spend a command point. We're gonna re-roll it.
Oh.
No. I got better, but not enough.
That is unexpected. Defense Stronghold is discarded. Secure No Man's Land is scored for 5. Nix to 13 to Mubin's 12 on a Mubin's turn 3.
I get a command point.
And I get a command point going up to 2.
Mubin pulls Display of Might and behind enemy lines.
I've got my secondaries. I have no battle shocks to take.
Scoring.
8 points primary takes him to 20.
Let's go show these pesky bugs how it.
Did you just call my humans bugs?
Yeah, they're bugs. Movement phase.
Warriors on the right side moving up.
I'm gonna spend 1 command point, now that you've moved within 9 inches of my Taurox, for swift interception, and I'm gonna move that Taurox. He's gonna move 6 inches over.
2 Warriors move. Scion's Overwatch. Nick gets the command point back, manages to kill a Warrior, but again, costs him a Plasma Pistol.
Your ability to roll 5 ups on that was,
It's getting pretty good.
was Tycho-like. Ripper Swarm comes in.
And then that's end of movement phase. Into shooting. Spore Mine's just gonna do one of these. Boop. Barb Strangler into the Casterkin.
Going to ground for his last command point, again with the Casterkin.
Good thing I went to cover.
Hit the dirt!
He saves 2. Only 1 dies.
That went about as well as I thought it would go. We're gonna go right into charge phase.
Warriors in Prime fail.
You get command point.
I have a command point.
Are you gonna do it?
Absolutely gonna re-roll it.
He's the mad lad! He's going for
We're going for it!
No.
No, it's a 7.
Warriors mid-table reach the Scions.
Biovore, not known to usually go for charges, but he's gonna try 10. He wants to stay put. Don't blame him for it.
Lone Warrior into the Scion gets a kill.
And then I'm going to pile in and see how many I can get in here for fighting here. Let's fight.
The Scions take him out. Oh no, that again is unexpected. Display of Might discarded for a command point for Mubin, but he does score 4 on behind enemy lines, takes him to 24 points. Nick sits at 13 as we head to his turn 3.
Bottom of turn 3.
Metapack brings back 2 models and makes the Scions back to full.
So we're gonna give out some orders right now. Commissar is gonna give Duty and Honor again to the Castergan. And then the Defessor Scion is gonna give a move to the Defessor Scions. 2 secondaries to draw.
He's pulled Storm Hostile and established Locust.
This is a great draw for me this turn. I can accomplish both of these very easily. Then we're going to the Battle Shock step. The Castergan is the only ones that are potentially Battle Shockable. Lastly, I score some primary.
13 points on primary jumps him out to a lead.
You're pulling away with the lead for a little bit right now.
And we'll see if I can hold that lead. Now with the move, I can move 9 inches, which is very nice.
Scions steal Mubin's home objective.
So the cats are gonna move up. They're just gonna move so they have some line of sight on your Biovore. Then this Taurox. Beep, 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 beep.
Second Taurox runs to Mubin's home objective.
Let's go to stream phase. We're gonna start off with this Taurox. He's gonna fire everything at this Ripper. Die, Ripper, die!
No save. Takes 3 damage.
And then the Stormbolter, 3 times, wounds you once.
6.
Does he live?
No.
Taurox kills a Ripper.
Next, we're gonna go with these Castergan into that Biovore. A Melta! D6 damage?
Hooray!
No, I say no. 1 command point.
Roll that 1 again.
3 damage.
He still lives.
I'm gonna establish Locust within your deployment zone with my Taurox.
Scions run around the wall in the charge phase and reach the Biovore.
And then pile in.
And then pile them in. I got no other charges. That Power Fist into your Biovore. I hit you nothing. The 2 regular guys.
6.
Reroll 1 wound.
Yeah. Still a 1.
No wounds on you, but I tied you up in combat.
He punches you back.
Hooyah!
Yeah, he kills one.
Storm Hostile for 4, Establish Locust for 4, takes Nick to 18 secondary, 16 primary, 34 points at the start of round 4.
I've got secondaries to draw.
Storm Hostile and Extend Battle Lines are drawn here. Mubin also gets the Renewed Focus Challenger card. He will either be able to give a unit reroll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1, or have a unit more than 15 inches away from all other units in his army to score himself 3 victory points.
It's doable. It's doable. There's a chance. Let's see what I can do here.
Biowar fails Battle Shock. Only 3 points primary.
I'm going to start with all the little guys first.
Warriors and Prime move back. Nick using Swift Interception for his command point and moves his Torox in as a speed bump.
We are going to tuck that Spore Mine all the way into the back of the corner.
You need to be 15 inches away for your objective, which means this one needs to move, and it doesn't even need to advance.
So he just moves up.
Shooting phase now, Synaptic Amplification for the Warriors. Rerolls to hit and wound rolls. Rerolls to hit and wound of 1.
Go! Rerolling the 2 1s.
On 5s!
Torox on 7 wounds left.
Done shooting.
Going for the deep charge. Needs an 8. Can he reach both?
Into the Scions.
It's an 11!
He got the 11!
An 11. He's super in. Synaptic Amplification and Spontaneous Hypercorrosion, getting rerolls to hit and wounds of 1 and +1 to his strength here.
That sounds terrible.
It sounds great for me, though. And now we're going to pile in and do all the attacky stuff. The Prime and this particular warrior here are going to fight into the Scions. The other 2 warriors on the other side of the Torox are going to fight the Torox itself.
Ooh, almost the whole squad, just the medic left.
All according to the hive mind. Yes.
5 wounds remaining, which means it's still alive. And with then, I will then pile into your Tyranids Prime. And that'll bring all 3 into combat.
No damage back to Mubin.
But that's okay, the Torox will destroy you.
Ramming speed!
Ramming speed!
You do a damage!
That will flip the objective, so he will score Storm and Extend, but he will not score his Challenger as that action does not complete. It's a Spore Mine with an OC of 0. Mubin scores 4 points on Storm Hostile and 4 on Extend Battle Lines to take him to 21 secondary, 14 primary is 35.
Secondaries.
He's pulled no prisoners and Extend Battle Lines.
Awesome. We're gonna do a Duty and Honor for the Castrigan. They're gonna give themselves Duty and Honor.
Medipack brings back 2 Scions. Oh, all that worked for nothing.
That Commissar is gonna give his own unit Duty and Honor.
Passes both battle shocks and 13 primary might be the nail in the coffin.
Let's start the movement phase.
Torok shifts at home, targeting the Spore Mine.
On to the shooting phase. This unit of Castrigan back there, and they're gonna fire at your Biovore. Fire the Meltagun! On a 3!
The Kazrakan kill the Biovore. Torox kills the Spore Mine.
And then the Scions all fire in.
I'm going to spend a command point.
Trying to save his warriors with Synaptic Shielding.
Plasma pistols.
4s.
Overcharging, of course.
5s. Dead, and 1 has a wound left.
Down just to the Prime. And he's got him.
Well, that ends everything.
Good game, Mubin. Good game.
Ooh boy, you took 4 full turns and it looked like Mubin had it at the beginning there, but some amazingly clutch 5-up saves, and Nick has won round 1 of this match. 66-45 is your final for round 1. Remember, that's only the first match. This season, King of the Coliseum will be a best 2 out of 3 for every round. Because Mubin lost this one, he's going to have the choice of defender or attacker in the next one, which means he will get to choose mission or twist.
Oh, I had a fantastic start to that game. Unfortunately, those dice rolls did not hold up. Nick just had the resources to keep going at it.
Victory is mine. The Imperium have taken the day against the dastardly Tyranids. What have I learned from this one? Those zoanthropes, the brain bugs, super scary. Deal with them if you can. If you can't, try to ignore them. I think those are gonna be tough because they're long range, so deal with them. Second of all, that reactive move is powerful, and I'm gonna use it every chance I get.
Going into game 2, we are not rolling to see who's attacker or defender. I get to pick whether I'm attacker or defender now. I'm gonna take those twists away. Giving Nick the ability to just shoot freely in combat was way too strong.
I thought my game plan going into it was pretty solid. Kill the brain bugs, get far away from the Tyranid warriors, and don't let them converge.
Let's see what happens in game 2.
All right, folks, it's time for game 2. As Mubin lost the first game, he's actually going to choose Mission Twist. That makes a ton of sense, which means he will be the defender in this round and have to deploy the first unit. Mubin is choosing a different twist. He's going with Lords of War. That means 3 extra attacks on all Warlord weapons. Nick's going to choose Terraform as the mission. That's an interesting one as well. A back and forth with lower primary score.
I think the audience deserves to know. Choose a VIP from your army for the first game.
I think the VIP is still actually going to be the Biovore, because he put those 4 mines out.
You did great. I think for me, my Commissar. I put him in as using up points because I didn't have room for anything else. He came in and shanked a Neuro Tyrant. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Slightly different deployment for Mubin this game. He's got his warriors in a much more aggressive position. Nick's deployed almost the same, with his Rough Riders a little farther back so they don't get ganked on the first turn this time. It's very much going to be a different game already.
I actually really hope I go first. What about you?
I'm hoping to go first this time.
Let's do it. Who's going first? I got the orange. Why do I have the orange dice again?
You played with him last time.
I got a 1.
All right, Nick.
Only scout move is going to be Nick. Looks like he's trying to hide the Torox and the Kazarkin unit. Interesting choice.
Secondaries to draw.
Mubin pulls no prisoners and bring it down.
Well, I wanted to kill Torox anyways, so.
Got a good chance of it. Here you go.
Again, Neuralid to the Biovore, which is probably what he's going to do for the rest of the game, so I'm never going to say it again.
Let's go into the movement phase. I'm going to spend a command point. We're going to Synaptic Micronode the home objective, then they're going to move away. Warriors are just going to shovel up on this side here. They're not going to take that objective yet. Into shooting phase.
Biovore drops a Spore Mine as a speed bump yet again. Zone Throw up, shoot the Torox. No saves made and 7 damage taken.
And then the Neuro Tyrant himself.
Nick needs a command roll to try to save his Torox, and he fails.
How many guys from getting out bite it?
Only 1 model dies on the disembark. That is an early bring it down for Mubin and a no prisoners point.
We're going to the charge phase.
Warriors attempting the deep 10-inch charge. It fails. Again, a good start for Mubin. 2 on no prisoners, 4 on bring it down, puts him up to 6.
I got lots of thoughts on how I do this.
But first, secondaries.
Nick's pulled, engage at all fronts, and tempting target.
What objective marker would you like to tempt me with? The center. You want me to come take the center?
Come right to the middle.
I want to go to the center, Mubin.
Command step actions, Vox relay command point, move to his own transport. Interesting choice.
On to the movement phase.
Here comes the Torox into the midboard.
My horsies. We're gonna go here. They pay a pivot cost, don't they?
They do. They pivot 1.
Pivot. They are gonna attempt a brilliant charge. I am, unfortunately, in Overwatch range. Would you like to Overwatch it?
Nope.
Kazarkin also running to the midboard.
And then all the Tempesta Scions are just gonna get out.
Here comes the Overwatch. 5 dead Scions. Commissar orders fix bayonets to the Kazarkin.
Into the shooting phase. Last time, I took all these units and fired into this. It didn't work. Hopefully it works this time.
No.
Let's go with all of these Scions into the brain bugs.
Better than last time, 1 dead Zoanthrope already.
Commanders. Fling to wound.
Make that 2 dead.
One of the buddies is down to 1 wound left.
That unit did great. I'm very happy with them. Let's go with the cast again. And they're gonna fire all in as well. Flamer. Here we go.
Oh, down to the Neurolector already. So much better.
Hoorah! Need 5s.
Yeah. Down to 7.
Down to 7.
Nick using his Torox to terraform.
Let's charge. We're gonna start off with the Torsies. Not enough! I'm gonna charge with the Kazarkin. I need a 5.
Kazarkin reach the Neuro Tyrant.
We got a combat. Let's fight. I'm gonna pile in so I get everyone fighting here. A bunch of little infantry.
Yeah. Down to 6 wounds remaining.
But more importantly, I've got all my guys on my objective, and even if you kill a few of them, I've tied you up, and your Tor weapons can't fire out of combat.
He's a monster.
He's a monster. He can fire whatever he wants.
Before that, though, because we have Lords of War, 9 attacks.
4 ups.
6 Kazarkin left and a Neuro Tyrant on 6 wounds at the end of that fight phase. 1 point on engage, and Nick does score the tempting target. He has a command point left. It's 6-5 in favor of Mubin.
I get a command point, going to 1.
I am at 2.
Mubin's pulled recover assets and extend battle lines.
I could still potentially do both. Boyd is going to continue to get his buddy Lloyd. Yes, we're calling him Boyd the Biovore. No battle shocks to take.
4 points on primary takes him up to 10.
Into movement phase.
Ooh, remote mine at the start of the movement phase does a mortal wound to the warriors. The warriors in the prime move up around that corner.
Before I finish things off here.
Again, command point on synaptic micronodes, securing the right side objective.
And then we're going to go into the shooting phase. Biovore is just going to send a spore mine to the back.
You love that move.
Tyrant is just going to scream at those Castrican in combat with them.
No!
Oh, only 2 Castrican die.
All these warriors are going to shoot into the Torox.
Takes it down to 9 wounds.
These warriors are going to dump everything into the ponies.
Not the ponies! You've killed one, I'm gonna take the guy in the back.
Strangler.
Back guys at 1 wound.
Hooray.
Charge face now, prime and warriors fail into the Torox.
Oh no, and you have no command points left!
No, they fail horribly.
That's exactly what I needed.
These warriors, and this is why I didn't want to do recover assets, are going to charge just Castrigan. Get them! Ooh, they want in.
Dun dun dun! Start the fight phase. The Castrigan are gonna give themselves an order, and they're gonna give themselves take cover.
Gives him +1 to armor. Doesn't make sense, but I like to picture them cowering in their helmets.
Warriors, 15 attacks. Hey-ya!
Take cover. You killed them all, down to the 1.
But wait! Command point for Nick.
And I'm gonna try to reroll 1.
One of them lives.
9 attacks from the Tyranids.
And then you pile into engagement range. Oh, with that in mind, I guess I'll bring all my guys in and we'll fight you back. Commissar, it's your service.
Takes the damage, down to 5.
Mubin discards recover assets. He scores extend battle lines. That puts him to 10. Nick scores 1 point on terraform, takes him up to 6 points total. He's got 14 points to Nick's 6. Here we go, Nick's turn 2.
The first thing that happens at the beginning of the command phase is I'm going to get D3 guys back from my command squad there, medic. I'm going to bring back my plasma pistol and power fist, and then I will bring back the
Luxcaster.
Luxcaster. Then I'm going to draw secondaries. I've got Marked for Death and Area Denial.
It's going to be both warriors and the Biovore, and the alpha will be the spore mine.
Now I'm going to do orders.
Duty and honor on the midboard scions.
I've taken the objective away from you.
Shadows of the Warp called again here. Oh, not as good as last time. Torox and Commissar both pass.
Man, I'm kind of liking Commissars against Tyranids. This is great.
Nick holds 2 objectives to score 8 points on primary. That takes him to 14 to Mubin's 14. It's a tie game as we head to next Mubin phase.
Next, we are going to take my horses. No.
Scions hold. Torox falls back, trips the spore mine, and that's going to score him 2 unmarked for death. That's one way to do it.
That is it for the moon phase. We're going to go to the shooting phase.
Grenades from the Rough Riders, only 1 mortal wound.
And then they're going to fire their las guns into those guys.
They do manage to gun down a warrior, however. Torox splits fire, no effect. Scions, pistols into the Neuro Tyrant.
Then the plasma pistols, of course, overcharging. Rerolling fails.
There's no way for me to save him, so he just dies.
Ba, 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 ba.
All hazardous checks passed.
Okay.
Charge phase. We're going to charge the horses into the warriors.
Wow, they made it.
Next.
Scions, same target, success.
It's going to be amazing. Watch this. My Torox is going to charge your warriors. We're going to even drift so you can't get by me very easily.
Tank shocks. That's a dead warrior.
All right, let's fight.
Rough Rider melted tips.
One more?
Yeah! Oh, that is frustrating. Well, I still have horses' hooves.
That was fantastic.
I'm very surprised. How did you do that, Mubin?
Witchcraft.
2 wounds, please.
Yeah. I take 1 damage, just 1. 2 command points, counteroffensive. The squad in the middle is going to fight into your scions.
5s.
It only kills 3.
I will attack you back.
Bonk.
No. Punch.
Kill 1. Boop.
Booyah.
Oh, wow. The Scions have killed out the warriors. What is happening?
Torox charges at you. Hooah!
T5. Make 1, fail 1. So I'll pile in. We're going to start with the regular warriors first. We'll leave the prime for last.
Going down to 8 wounds remaining. Can the prime do it?
Probably not, but let's see.
Take 4 damage, down to 4 wounds remaining.
Nick does score another point on Terraform, and he scores 5 on Mark for Death and 5 on Area Denial. Takes him up to 25. Mubin will get a challenger card on turn 3, but he's already down 11 after a fantastic start.
I'm going to draw my secondaries.
Mubin pulls Tempting Target and Engage on all fronts.
I will then choose this target for a tempting target. You get a challenger card as well.
You get a challenger card as well. And this one is going to be Harbored Power.
That means he can go with a lethal or sustained hit ability in one of his units in exchange for making their weapons hazard, or he can score an extra victory point for every objective marker he controls at the end of his turn.
I'm going to spend a command point on this unit over here for Restorative Impulse. And I just get to bring a warrior back.
What? It's not like heal D3 or something like that?
Nope. Bring a model back. Please, pop in. There. I have no battle shocks to take.
8 points on primary for Mubin. That takes him up to 22 to Nick's 25.
So they can fall back and shoot and charge.
Warriors can fall back, shoot, and charge.
Movement.
Biovore realigning to get some direct fire shots.
The warriors are going to fall back. The Spore Mine is happy where he is because he's still hiding. So let's shoot stuff.
Oh, Biovore fails to wound the ponies with his shooting.
Horsies live.
Splitting fire with his warriors, Venom Cannon into the Taurox, the others into the Attilan Rough Riders.
Hoorah!
One from the Stranglethorn. Stranglethorn! 1 damage, wounded, 1 dies. The D3 shots into the Taurox. Kill it, dead.
Same both.
Well, let's charge things.
Warriors charging the Scions and the Taurox. Success!
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted.
Great charge, exactly what you needed.
But I need everything to die.
I'm gonna spend 1 command point on Heroic Intervention, and my horses are gonna try to charge in to help. Come on, horsies!
And he's in.
Time to pile in and do the fighty fights. These 2 warriors are gonna fight into Taurox. The Prime is gonna single-handedly take out the ponies.
He might.
And the other warrior's just gonna do some damage to the Scions. Taurox first.
This could win you the game right here if it goes well.
If it goes well. That's okay.
Oh no, the Taurox lives! The Scions only lose 1 model. The Rough Riders only lose 1 model. Oh, Mubin, what is happening, man? Your dice rolls are killing me.
Fight you back. Melt the lances. Do better this time, ponies. 3s. Don't do this again! D6 damage. Iced 1. Then the infantry pile in. They all get to fight. 5s. Rerolling all fails.
Fail 2. This warrior is going to go down to a single wound remaining.
The Commissar with his Blade of Champions. Rerolls.
Make 1, fail 1, enough to kill the wounded warrior. This, unfortunately, puts the nail in the coffin because I did not do the damage I
I
needed.
was so surprised. You could have wiped my entire army there, and it didn't happen.
This is painful.
Mubin scores a point for Engage, does not score Tempting Target. He scores a point in his Challenger card because he does control an objective, so that's going to give him a point on Dug In, but that's only going to take him up to 24 points. Nick's at 26, and that's it! Nick with the 2-0 victory in our first of the best of 3 format series Coliseum. The Imperial Guard have taken down the Tyranid Menace. That's right, your victor, the Astra Militarum, and Nick.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that best of 3 battle. Obviously, we did 2 games here.
Couldn't pull away with that last one.
Astra Militarum managed to do it. I really thought you might have had it there and we would have had another game on us, but that is the way the dice work out sometimes. And the Guard have won it, but you never know. The Tyranids are endless and they may come back.
Oh yeah.
If you enjoyed that, please tell us what you thought. And we'd be interested to know if you were interested in playing some own Coliseum. If you want to play some Coliseum, we are running multiple events this year where you can come and play Coliseum. First of all, June 13th, 14th weekend, that is Father's Day weekend, Edmonton, Canada. We are hosting a King of the Coliseum tournament at GameCon Canada, where you can bring a 500-point army and play. You can see us there as well.
I'll be running it.
Mubin's running it, and a bunch of us will also be there. You can sign up. There's a few tickets left. In addition, we've also got Meeple-a-thon in Kansas City coming up in November, in which you can also sign up to play King of the Coliseum. You show up, we have the mats and tables ready, and you come and play. We have some fun, cool prizes for it. It's a lot of fun to play some really fast-paced 40K where you get to play a lot of games. In addition, we're also running one more this year. That is at LVO in October. LVO, of course, is in Las Las Vegas, where we are sending some people down to run a King of the Coliseum event there. All of these events, the tickets are up right now. There's links in the description below where you can see it yourself.
I've run a few of the events so far, and one thing I've noticed is round 1 is usually where players take a little bit longer because they're getting used to it. Rounds 2, 3, and then if there's ever a 4, 5, like it's just so much faster.
Come and hang out. You've got North in Canada, you've got West Coast at LVO, you've got the Midwest for Kansas City. There is a King of the Coliseum near you. And if you want to buy your own set, we sell them both on our website in Canada or through Frontline Gaming sells our King of the Coliseum mats and terrain sets. We both have this one and a jungle theme set, which is a lot of fun.
Thank you everybody for joining us. We appreciate you being here, and thank you for checking out Coliseum. Remember, we've got an entire series of Coliseum in our members area if you're a YouTube member, so make sure to sign up and check that out. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what we do, like, subscribe, and share this video. Please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get all of our exclusive releases, behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. That's it from all of us here at the Play On Studios. On behalf of them, it's me, JT the Voice, saying, until the next time we see you in the Coliseum, play on!